This is how the ancient Egyptians preserved the body.
The land of the Nile, a place where life and death intertwine, where the river's steady flow mirrors the eternal journey of the soul. Ancient Egyptians believed that death was not an end, but a passage, a transformation, and the body was the vessel that carried the soul beyond. Mummification, the process of preserving the dead, was more than a ritual. It was an art, a science, and a sacred duty. It was born from their deep reverence for life and the certainty that the body must endure for the spirit to live forever. The history of mummification stretches back thousands of years, as early as 3500 BCE, when Egyptians discovered that their desert sands could naturally preserve the dead slowly, carefully. They refined these methods, turning instinct into tradition and tradition into a sacred science. Early mummies were simple, the body wrapped in linen and left in shallow grave. Yet even then, the Egyptians understood the power of preservation. They watched as the desert held the form of the departed and glimpsed the secrets of eternity. Over centuries, the art of mummification evolved. Sophisticated techniques emerged. The organs were removed and treated. The body was dehydrated with natron, a mixture of salts that drew out moisture, ensuring that decay could not claim what was sacred. Every step held meaning. The heart, the center of thought and emotion, often left inside the body. The brain, strangely discarded, for it was not considered essential. Each action guided by centuries of belief, each motion a prayer whispered across time. Priests oversaw the rituals, chanting spells, invoking gods like Osiris, Anubis, and Isis, their voices echoing through tombs and temples, guiding the soul safely through the underworld, protecting it from harm, from oblivion. Linen carefully prepared wrapped the body in layers, each fold a shield, each binding a promise. Amulets were placed within, charms to protect, symbols to guide, each detail a reflection of faith, a hope that life could endure beyond death. Tombs were built to last, walls painted with stories of the deceased, scenes of daily life, of gods and the afterlife, coffins carved with care, inscriptions designed to speak to eternity. Every detail meant to secure immortality. Pharaohs and nobles received the most elaborate mummifications, their bodies encased in gilded sarcophagi, surrounded by treasures, food, and offerings, so that in the afterlife, they could continue their power, their influence, their story. Yet mummification was not only for the wealthy. Commoners too were preserved, though with simpler means, even in modest grave. The Egyptians sought to honor the journey of the soul, proving that death was a passage, not a privilege. Modern science has unveiled much. CT scans and DNA analysis reveal the methods, the herbs, the oils, the careful dehydration, and yet the mystery remains, the spiritual devotion, the belief that the body is the bridge to eternity that cannot be measured in science alone. Mummies survived millennia, bearing witness to a civilization that sought to conquer death. They are silent storytellers, whispering of rituals, of reverence, of a people who looked beyond the fleeting moment and embraced the infinite. Through tombs, pyramids, and temples, the history of mummification speaks. It tells of fear, of hope, of love for life, and an unyielding belief that death is not final, that with care, with devotion, the soul can endure, and the body can remain a home for eternity. The story of mummification, of preserving the dead, is a testament to humanity's quest to understand life, to honor those who came before, and to touch the eternal in a land where the river flows endlessly and history itself seems immortal.